Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Mr. Y here. Obviously, today is a non-playing day. Today we're going to learn about Louis Armstrong, one of the pioneers of jazz. There will be a short quiz at the end of the period, so please do pay attention. Okay. Louis Armstrong was born in New Orleans in 1901. He had a tumultuous childhood. His mother went through periods of being homeless, and his father was never around. For a while, he lived with his grandparents and was working on the street selling newspapers and doing other jobs by the time he was 5 years old. He dropped out of school when he was 11 to help support his family. One year, as part of a New Year's Eve celebration, he shot a gun into the air and was arrested and sent to reform school. While there, he learned to play the trumpet, or actually the cornet, which is like a smaller conical version of the trumpet, and soon started playing with different bands around New Orleans. Known as Satchmo or Pops, Armstrong was soon invited to play in Chicago and then started touring the United States with various bands. In the 1920s, he recorded his Hot 5 and Hot 7 recordings with small groups of musicians, either 5 musicians or 7 musicians. Included in these was his recording of Heebie Jeebies, which is one of the first recorded instances of scat singing, where you just make up nonsense syllables and notes as you go along. It wasn't the first example of that. There were before that. But the story is that Louis dropped his music during the recording, so he just made up the words to the second verse. I don't know. That might be a true story or it might not be. Armstrong toured the world a number of times and was in more than a dozen movies in his career. For the middle part of the 20th century, he was the most famous musician in the world, and he had toured North America, Europe, Africa, Asia, and Australia, 5 of the 7 continents. Okay. Armstrong also performed on Broadway a number of times. His recording of Ain't Misbehavin' is credited with making jazz a little more popularly acceptable. And his recording of Hello Dolly was a #1 hit in 1964. Hello Dolly knocked the Beatles off the charts. That's how popular it was. In 1968, he also topped the charts with What a Wonderful World, one of his most famous songs. He died in 1971 at his home in Queens. He lived in Queens. I've got a few short videos for you now. There's a biography here and there's a couple of songs. Please watch them. The quiz will be coming up after the videos. The quiz is due by the end of the period, so please pay attention. Okay, good luck. One more thing, if you do feel that you need to watch the biography again or this video again, you may. I will be posting those too. Okay?